Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're actually new here, thank you so much for stopping by. I'm Natalie and I talk about everything in relation to moving to Canada as a new immigrant. Today I'm going to be debunking 5 of the most popular myths about winter in Canada. Without any further ado, let's go. Okay guys, so let me just put this disclaimer out there quickly. My last countdown video, 10 fun facts that shocked me when I moved to Canada, which might I add has over 48,000 views, and I don't know 48,000 persons. So thank you so much for the love and the support. That video, I had persons asking me why didn't I put this one in #1 or why didn't I put that one in #1. The truth is, it's just based on my shock level. It was just how shocking I found it. But of course, these were definitely things that shocked a lot of newcomers. All right, now for today, this is in no particular order. So in number 5, many persons are of the view that Canada is cold all throughout the year. There's nothing further from the truth than that. I find that late spring and early fall are normally quite tolerable, nice and warm, but not as warm as summer itself. Summer here gets really hot. For me, for instance, my friend Crystal and other friends that I have, we had like some serious heat rashes even last summer because it's just really, really hot. Some companies, this is before the pandemic, of course, they would allow you to come into work in your sleeveless top or your shorts because it's so hot, right? And that's understandable. You have other cities like, let's say, in the province of Saskatchewan, and Saskatchewan does get extremely cold during the winter. But in the summer months, it's really, really, really hot. So the truth is that Canada is not always cold. I've checked the temperatures like throughout summer, and many of the days that I checked it, or temperatures here in Mississauga were close to or the same as the temperatures in Jamaica. And Mana Island talk it. As a matter of fact, Jody had actually taken a screenshot and shared it with me one day. I'm just gonna fit it right here so that you can see it for yourself. It's not always cold in Canada. But as I said, when it's cold, period. Okay, so number 4 is the very thought that Canada as a whole is colder than even the United States of America as a whole. And in the words of the great Maury, the lie detector has detected that that is a lie. Now, there are states in the US that I found to be colder at times than various provinces. So even recently, and I'm talking this winter, I've been trying to really track and compare some of the states in the US with some of the provinces here in Canada. And I'll tell you that it has been colder, or they've been seeing more snow than we have been seeing here in the GTA, for instance. Now, we do have provinces like Alberta, Saskatchewan, New Brunswick, etc., that it has been really bad in terms of really cold and lots of snow. But as I said, Canada as a whole is not colder than the US as a whole. Just like I wouldn't even compare Canada to Florida or other warm states, the fact is that there are cities and provinces within Canada that aren't as cold as some of the places in the US. Yes, Canada is cold during the winter months, but Canada is not the only place that's cold during winter, and it's not the coldest place during winter. Okay? In number 3, persons seem to think, and I am persons here because this was me before I moved to Canada. Many persons think that snow is always nice and white and clean and beautiful, and that's not the truth. In fact, the snow requires a lot of work because you have to be clearing the snow, you have to be cleaning off your vehicle, which is why people like Jody and myself, like, we don't go and live anywhere that we don't park underground, like, no, like cleaning off snow off a car and my thing. It's very annoying and I'm just not into that, right? Imagine also how it feels under your feet. For me, it feels like you have lots of broken ice and you're trying to walk on it, and it's just, I don't like it, right? And also those lovely Lifetime lovey-dovey Christmas movies, you realize the snow is always white and perfect. As a matter of fact, they're only ever wearing some light coats, or it's you know, it's not zippered up, you know, or buttoned up, and their scarves are just hanging gracefully to the sides, and I'm like, them not catch cold. So that was so unrealistic. I've since realized that even moving to Canada and surviving winter, it requires of you to forget about being hot all the time like a hot gal and just really focus on being a warm gal. Oh, you see what I did there, right? So for instance, my younger cousin was traveling recently to the US, and you know, she wanted to look really nice and fashionable, and I was like, girl, winter is not about looking fashionable. Yes, you can look fashionable, but not in the way that you probably see in magazines and in movies, because realistically, you're gonna need some more coverage. And so she called me yesterday, which is not yesterday by the time you're watching this, and when she took off her mask, it's like her nose was just running, and I was like, yeah, it's too cold for you, right? And of course, it was the same temperature at the time as it was here in Mississauga, and she was in New Jersey. So as I just said earlier, it's not a case where as a whole Canada is colder, and sometimes we're on the same temperature, sometimes we're not. But anyway, the point that I'm trying to make in all of this is that the snow is not normally fun, the cold is not normally fun, the dressing is not normally allowing the hot girlness to come out, not out of me, but out of the real girl. But I'm just saying, I did not know that the snow could look so dirty and it would be so much work. I never thought of that at all. I just saw winter as this beautiful season in terms of the snow and all of that. But I've since realized that winter is just not my season. And on that point, I'll go to what I think is number 2 on my list, is the fact that persons think that winter is always gloomy and sad and dark and just miserable. And yes, it can be very gloomy and very sad and very miserable, which is why persons like myself, Jody, and others, we don't really do our best during winter, because it's very sad most of the time, and because we're coming from a really tropical country, we're used to a lot of vitamin D, which we're not getting during the winter months. It really affects our mood, so that definitely sucks. But I'll tell you this, I've been working from home since March 2020, and I'm still working from home, thankfully, and I have my lunch right beside my balcony. So just the glass separates me from outside. And sometimes it's so sunny outside and the sun is almost burning my skin. And I feel like, wow, outside must really be nice. But then you try and go outside and you're like, this is cold. So the truth is that the sun can be out, it can be looking nice and bright, but it's still very cold. So winters in Canada, it can be a gloomy day, it can be a nice bright day, and even in winter you can have a day when it's really nice and somewhat warm. We do have those one-off warm days during the winter months as well. It's not to say that it's just super cold every single day, but it's unpredictable. It could be a really, really bad winter. Winter last year was really bad to me. This year, especially in the GTA, especially here in Mississauga, it has been good. Like, I've yet to wear my winter jacket out. I'm wearing the jacket that I would have worn during, let's say, spring, when winter is done and it's getting warm and you just have on something just to, you know, be keeping yourself warm a bit, but it's not too thick, not too heavy. So that's telling you something. And in number 1 is the fact that persons think that winter is really boring and everyone stays inside. Yes, you perhaps don't go out as much, and you're not inclined to just want to just drive out just to drive out. You want to be doing things when you're going on the road, and you try to do as many things as possible so you don't have to go out every single day. But there are fun things that you can do. Some persons go to their cabin, some go skiing, some go tubing. I think there's something called tobogganing or something like that. Listen, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. If not, I will just probably, you know, pin it, because you know I know how to pin my little corrections, right? Some persons go skating. There's just so much to do during the winter months. Of course, we've been on lockdown here in the GTA since November, so we've not been able to have much fun. Some of the kids, of course, I have seen them tobogganing. Listen, may I say it again? I don't even know if I'm saying it right. Anyways, I've seen them doing their thing, and it seems to be so much fun. Depending on what happens, if the GTA gets, you know, taken off or locked down or stay at home order rather anytime soon, I hope to go and get my snow pants and my little toboggan thing that I'm gonna sit on, and one of these days when it's snowing, I'll go out and I'll film myself having some fun. Anyways, I hope you like this quick video, and I hope you get the picture that Canada is not as icy and boring and sad and lonely as many persons think it is. To be very honest with you, I have no regrets about moving to Canada. I hate the winter, but I definitely think it's something I can tolerate. I would move to one of the provinces that has more snow and colder temperatures than here in Ontario, specifically here in the GTA. Well, I'm not sure I would. It's looking like winter is about to end. So I think they said Groundhog Day. I don't know to tell you that story, but I think they said for Groundhog Day that it's gonna be an early spring for 2021, and that's exactly what I wanted to hear. So I'm looking forward to that. I do not like winter, but winter in Canada is not worse than winter anywhere else, particularly in the United States of America. Mana, I don't talk it. Anyways, I hope you like this quick video, and I hope it gave you a little bit of insight as to what winter in Canada really looks like. If you like this video, please click that you do like the video, subscribe to my channel, and ring that notification bell so that you'll be notified when I post new content right here on this channel.